G'day guys, this is Tyr and welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. This one's a good one. Finally some good news to come out of the PTS, not a nerf, but a buff. That's right, an actual adjustment has been made in this game to actually buff a weapon class. LA fucking Luya! All that and more in this video. Let's get into it. Okay, so the change that we will be talking about today in the PTS is the fact that naturally explosive weapons like the grenade launcher, the Fat Man, the missile launcher, and the broadsworder can now deal VATS critical damage. Yep, that's right, the day has finally come. So firstly, a little background information for those that are unaware. As of right now in the live game, and for the past 3 years mind you, naturally explosive weapons like I mentioned before were unable to deal critical damage in VATS or at all. This is because naturally explosive weapons function very strangely in this game. They are technically a projectile that then deals an explosion on impact. But this projectile is still the catalyst to bring about the explosion. I don't know if you've ever paid attention when you're getting direct impacts on enemies with explosive weapons, but when you do, you should see damage numbers of a 1 or a 2, maybe up to a 4. This is the projectile actually making direct contact with the enemy before triggering the whole explosion. Anyway, then a much larger damage number follows. This is obviously the explosion. Now criticals have never worked for these weapons because for 3 years that critical damage has been getting applied to the projectile instead of the explosion, which would only have ever net you a damage increase from a 1 to a 4 or a 5 at the very most from the projectile. I hope that rudimentary explanation makes sense. But things are changing in the PTS. I do have to preface, we do not know as of right now if this change was intentional, accidental, or some kind of bug. We just simply don't know, but it's here and this is the way it works right now. However, me and the community are hoping it is intentional because it's fucking amazing. As of right now in the PTS, your critical damage will be applied to the explosion instead of the projectile, which means now your big massive explosions can become even more deadly. Now at the start of this video up until now, I've just been showing you general background footage of me on my explosive build in the live game. Nothing of real importance, just something for you to look at with nice explosions. But now I'm going to get some clips from the PTS to show to you and prove that what I'm saying is true. Explosive weapons can really deal critical damage through their explosion. Alright, so now we're going to be seeing these criticals in action, starting off with a Fat Man, and keep in mind all these guys' weapons are 2-shot, that's just what he uses. First shot does 1078 damage. Okay, neato. Gonna back off a little bit so that the second shot doesn't kill him, it's a Fat Man and I don't think he's prepped for damage negation. He's going to get that critical shot off on the shell. Let's see it. 2610 damage. Yep, it's definitely working for the Fat Man. That's fucking amazing to see. Next up is the auto grenade launcher. First shot 557 damage. And then the critical is 1126 damage. Awesome. Tenderizer takes effect there, 611 damage. And then the next critical is 1395. Fucking awesome. Missile launcher up now. It's 2 shots, so remember the damage numbers are a little bit over the top of each other. I saw a 212 there. One of the projectiles did 212. The critical is going to deal 707 damage. 707 damage, that's awesome. I can't wait for this update. Regular grenade launcher, 175 for a non-crit. 175 for a non-crit again in case you missed it. And he's going to kill himself here. Whoopsie daisy. But he does fall 520 damage there for the critical. That's fucking awesome. Don't know how he managed to kill himself. Next up we're going to be testing the Hellstorm missile launcher. Should be similar to the missile launcher. Yeah, 126 per projectile there. 126 on a non-crit. Then he's going to pop off that critical hit. See what we get. 341 and 342, I think, was underneath there. Per projectile, that's pretty good. Broadside are up next. 175 for a non-crit. 175 again for a non-crit. And then the critical shot. A big beefy 585. You love to fucking see it. That is amazing. Holy shit. Alright, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A big thanks to Hulk Smash from the Data Miner Discord for providing me with these clips. I really appreciate it, mate. We finally have a win as a community. The explosive build has gotten some love and we'll see a massive boost in viability and effectiveness if this change makes it to live servers. I'm very keen for this to be the norm and I hope Bethesda keeps making changes and buffs like this. And just to preface again, you got to keep in mind this is only on the PTS at the moment. It is unknown if this change was accidental or on purpose or if it's a bug that is, consequence of them messing around with something else. We just don't know. Let's just pray that it stays this way and that it was on purpose. That's going to do it for me. A massive shout out to all my current Patreons and channel members. You're all legends and thank you for your support. If you'd like to support me further, then consider becoming a Patreon or channel member or checking out my merch store. We've got a lot of great designs and benefits, so be sure to check that out in the description, along with my other social medias like Discord and Twitter. Subscribe if you're new, and like the video if you enjoyed. I've been Tia, and I'll catch you in the next one. Welcome to Valhalla.